The reason you live in a city and not a cave isn't the wheel, it isn't fire, it's bread. A mix of flour and water gave us the first cities, writing, taxes, and maybe it wrecked your back. How? Bread isn't just something we invented, it's something that changed us. By the end of this video, I'll tell you who domesticated who. Let's go back. Not 100 years, 14,000. To a time when nobody farmed, nobody lived in one place, and yet someone was already making bread. And that bread set off everything that came after. Yes, bread is older than farming. Read that again. To understand it, we're going to a desert in Jordan. At a site called Shubayka, archaeologists found burnt crumbs in a fireplace. They analyzed them. It was bread. Crumbs from 14,400 years ago, baked by Natufian hunter-gatherers, 4,000 years before anyone planted a single seed. It wasn't our baguette, a flatbread of wild wheat, einkorn, and ground tubers. Hard, earthy, a workout to chew too. And here's the discovery that flips everything. Maybe we didn't make bread because we farmed. Maybe we farmed because we wanted bread. But why, after thousands of years as nomads, did we stop to gather wild grain? The answer is the climate. 14,000 years ago, the last ice age ends. The earth warms up, and whole fields of wild wheat and barley sprout across the Fertile Crescent. For the first time, the stuff to make bread was right there, free. You just had to bend down. And it's the sweetest trap. The more you harvest, the more it pays to stay near those fields. Bread slowly starts to tie you to one place. In what's now Turkey stands Göbekli Tepe, massive carved stone pillars, older than Stonehenge and the pyramids, built by hunter-gatherers. No cities, no agriculture. How? By gathering hundreds of people. And hundreds of people have to be fed. In the site's giant stone vessels, researchers found traces of fermented grain. In plain terms, maybe the first beer. Some think we started farming grain not for the bread, but for the drink. Bread or beer, the point's the same. Gathering and feeding the crowd pushed us to grow cereals on a massive scale. Grain was becoming the engine of life together. So far, it sounds simple. Clever humans domesticate wheat. The end. Except, it's almost the opposite. And the more you think about it, the wilder it gets. Hold on to this question. What if we didn't bend wheat to our will, but wheat bent us to its? Around 12,000 years ago, the big step. We stop gathering wild grain and start planting it. The Neolithic revolution. We pick the wheat that doesn't drop its seeds when ripe, so it stays on the stalk. We reshape it plant by plant in our image. But to tend those fields, we have to stay. Build houses next to the grain. For the first time, humans have a fixed address. And the reason is a plant. And once we're settled, with more grain than we need, an idea changes everything. The surplus. Grain has a superpower. It stores for months, and stored food is stored wealth. With a surplus, not everyone has to find food anymore. Someone can just be the potter, the soldier, the priest, the king. Jobs are born, classes, power. And all that grain has to be counted. The oldest writing on earth isn't poetry, it's grain receipts. The first thing we ever wrote down was grain accounting. So romantic. Bread surplus, specialization, cities, writing, taxes, states. Civilization rests on a single grain. But every deal has a price, and skeletons don't lie. The first farmers were worse off than the hunters. A less varied diet, more famine when the harvest failed, more disease, backs wrecked by years of bending and breaking soil, slipped discs, arthritis, worse teeth. The historian Yuval Noah Harari calls it history's biggest fraud. Grain promised us abundance, and in return made us more numerous, but often more fragile. And here's the twist. We think we domesticated wheat, but look at what we gave it. Fields cleared of stones, water, care, protection, and billions of acres across the planet. A plant that once grew in one corner of the Middle East now covers the earth. Who worked for who? We didn't domesticate wheat. Wheat domesticated us. So next time you hold a loaf of bread, remember, it's not just food. It's the last link in a 14,000-year chain, the one that made us stop, count, build, and become what we are. Question for you. Was it history's biggest fraud or the best deal humanity ever made? Tell me in the comments. And subscribe to TheLeaveningLab, the science and history of bread, made simple. Next time, we find out why your bread turns into a brick the very next day. See you at the next